Okay, I'm trying some new audio settings today because I've been getting this really obnoxious buzz from my Rhodes like pretty consistently now, so I'm playing with things to try and figure it out. Okay, yeah, I just kind of went through like the YouTube ringer a little bit. I posted a video about weed actually that was very polarizing for the weed users of YouTube, and got some nasty comments and just like, I don't know, like people making assumptions about me, my use, and saying like how clearly don't have any willpower, and I must have been a lazy pot smoker and I shouldn't be smoking all day, which is not what I said I ever did. But man, yeah, I was kind of surprised how there's just some days where like stuff like that hits like a lot harder. Like I've had a few comments. This was the first time I guess like I was getting like just majority negative comments on a video like that, and I did learn from it. Like I used like kind of polarizing language, I guess, in the video, and you know, said like, here's what weed will do to you, when I probably just should have said, here's what weed did to me, you know, and made it more me focused. And then I called it the truth about weed, but that was just like, I was more kind of trying to make like a thought piece, you know, but like, and like have an opinion for once. Yeah, so lesson learned on like, I do think it's important to use me language more. Like, it's hard because I see a lot of content creators that I admire using you language, and I like it just content-wise. I don't know, or like story-wise, it can be an interesting like way to frame something, you know? But anyways, probably will be more careful about that in the future, because like it was not worth the emotional distress of like everybody then just attacking me because and saying like, I don't know, that I must be just like this horrible, I don't know, it was just like a lot. I disabled the comments, and that helped immensely, like just immediately lifted all the stress that it was causing me. Because like the other thing that's so frustrating is like, as a content creator, like you're constantly looking for ideas for content. Number one, you can't second guess every goddamn thing you're gonna make, because otherwise you'll never make anything. You have to just get ideas out there. You have to just make stuff sometimes, and so we make mistakes, you know? Like, I feel like I could have written that better, you know? Said it better, whatever. And it's so hard and scary and vulnerable to put your opinions and thoughts, to be a creator and put yourself out on the internet like this. Like, it's fucking terrifying. And any minute, like, you know, it gets 2,500 views and, you know, 20 comments from people with their opinions and assumptions about me. And yeah, it was just like, it was a lot. And so anyways, it's just like, it's so hard to be a creator, the level of effort, right? Like for me to put something out like that versus for someone to comment on it with their 2 cents. Like, I don't know, I just feel like disabling comments, like thank God for that function because like it just like allowed me to take my power back a little bit as a creator and be like, you know what, like I'm gonna put, like, I'm doing this for me, and like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, it's not for, clearly it was finding the wrong audience, so like, I don't know, like, so it was tough though. Yeah, and like, I think, of course, I wish that I could still use weed. So there's a part of me that was like, God, maybe I am. I think I was trying to not blame cannabis, because here's the thing. Like, I feel like we have these narratives about alcohol and cannabis, especially, that, like, especially weed, like, is like, it's a safe drug, and like, you can't get addicted to it and all this stuff. And I was getting like the classic addiction blame language, where it was like, oh, you must be the problem because I'm fine with my weed use or whatever. And like, what's hard about addiction stuff is like, yes, it's different for everybody, but I don't think that changes the fact that like alcohol at least is literally an addictive substance. Weed is different, I guess, because you can't, I don't know that we've proven whether or not it's addictive or not in the brain, but like I don't see how it could not be. Like I feel like it's a drug, of course. Like isn't it inherently addictive because it's a drug? Like I don't know. Maybe that's not true, but like I mean, yeah, and I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist or anything, so don't fucking come after me. Don't come at me. But like yeah, I don't and then this one guy was like, clearly you were just lazy as a stoner, because I was talking about how like it'll kill everything in your life. And he was like, clearly you were just lazy as a stoner. You gotta blaze and clean, blaze and go to work, blaze and do this. And I'm like, what? Like, first of all, and then one person was like, oh, well, you're not supposed to smoke it all day. And I was like, I never said that I did that. Like, I used to smoke it. I smoked it so responsibly, like after 5 p.m. and blah, 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 blah. But like after the first hit or the first bowl, like it was not really my choice anymore. Like something else takes over. And like, I guess you could say that that's me, the addict. Like, and I think I'm just feeling, maybe I need to do some more research so I can be like more informed, because like I feel like we've learned about alcohol at least that like we really shouldn't be blaming the people, because it's a truly addictive substance made to be addictive, like sugar, or like, you know what I mean? Like anything else addictive. Now we don't necessarily know the same thing about weed, but like I feel like, yeah, so I would like to learn more about like why weed affected me the way that it did, I guess. And one person said it's like because I'm not happy, and I was like, the only reason I wasn't happy was because I was smoking weed, like for real. I don't know. It just was like really upsetting. It was really hard. Hurt my feelings. Hurt my feels, guys. And like, it's so ironic that my biggest like core wound as a human is like what other people think of me and caring what other people think of me. And it was even in my astrology. But I was already starting to figure that out. Or I've known that for a minute. Like being embarrassed, being publicly humiliated, caring what other people think about me. Like those types of things are my like big wound. Probably, I don't know, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of thoughts I have about where that came from. But so, wow, this was like, it was such a, it's so ironic. Okay, so what else was I going to say? It was like, it's so ironic then that like YouTube would be the thing that I need to do right now, you know? Or like, it's so ironic that the thing I'm drawn to, which is being in front of people, is also the thing that scares me the most. Like, of course, like, karmically, of course, it just, I don't know. But, it just, yeah. I mean, I guess this is good because it's growth, right? Or like, I guess this is a good, I think I'm in the right place because I'm learning things. I'm learning how, it was a good reminder that I'm not as bulletproof as I sometimes feel. Like I've had a lot of really positive stuff on YouTube, which has been great so far, but it's a reminder that it's not always going to be like that, and that I'm going to have to at some point. Like I do need to grow a thicker skin. I wish that there was a manual for that, because I would grow the fuck out of a tougher skin. Yeah. And I've always hated that, because that phrase, like, oh, you need a thicker skin, because maybe just stop being so mean. Like, you know, why do I have to be why can't I be sensitive? I don't know. I guess I can be sensitive and just know I'm going to be hurt sometimes on the internet. Oof. Yeah, that hurts. So, anyways, I disabled the comments. And hopefully that'll be enough for me to like move on, just let it go a little bit. But in other news, I'm still sober. And I have a lot of discipline to that one guy who said I don't have discipline. Like, if I didn't have discipline, I couldn't fucking quit. So, God, I'm still so upset. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. I guess that's it. I just, it was tough. And I do appreciate all you guys, because the people who watch my long form content, this was also interesting, like, Shorts gets a lot more kind of shitty traffic, to be honest, than long form. And it's kind of like, they judged me in under a minute rather than like 10 minutes, you know, of a daily vlog. So it is kind of a good, interesting for me to test out the different formats and clearly find that I like long form more because we can chat it out and you can understand me a little bit better. But I was trying to just drop, you know, some thoughts about weed. But anyways, yeah. And then I keep attracting, well, yeah, it's fine. Okay. All right. I think I'm done. Thank you guys for watching and being kind when you are kind. I feel like everyone who watches this is super kind. And just know if you are, and it's a reminder for me too that behind every, you know, video or piece of content, there's a human. And I can say things too on social media when I get triggered and reactive. So it's a good reminder for everybody to consider the human behind the account. And yeah, let's try to comment from love, you know? So, all right, that's it. I'm gonna go enjoy my fucking evening. All right, thank you guys. Bye.